like this deeply impact our larger military community mentally and emotionally. Our News 19 reporter Christy Calgagno is now in Savannah with more on how the soldiers are recovering and how incidents like this impact everyone.
We are standing right now across Memorial Health here in Savannah. We are continuing to learn the very latest on the condition of 2 out of the 5 soldiers from Fort Stewart who were transferred here earlier today for surgery. That's according to the Associated Press. But we can confirm all victims, all 5 of these soldiers, are in stable condition and are expected to survive following an early morning shooting at Fort Stewart. So let's break down what we know. We can confirm the shooting happened just after 11 a.m. in the 2nd Armored Brigade Combat Team Complex. Investigators say the suspect, Sergeant Cornelius Radford, used a personal handgun in this attack. He was quickly tackled by other Fort Stewart soldiers immediately following this shooting. We are still waiting to hear the very latest on the condition of the 2 soldiers who were transported here. We're going to be hearing more tomorrow from Memorial Health as well as from the officials over at Fort Stewart. I also spoke with a trauma specialist earlier today to talk a little bit more about what these events really mean for not only the military community, but communities as a whole. Here's what Jennifer Wolf had to say.
The military population prides itself on a sense of honor, a sense of taking care of your brother or your sister. We're human before we're a rank, but there can be just utter disbelief, and there can be a myriad of emotions. That can be anger, sadness. Usually the initial reaction is utter and complete shock that something like this could happen. And because there were people that were injured, then your family's been injured. And that's how powerful that is.
Wolf says that you don't even need to be physically in Fort Stewart when this shooting happened to feel a bit uneasy after this tragedy. But she does add that it is so important to have the right support.
On the positive side, the research shows that most people, when they get immediate help and support, will recover. 80% of people who are exposed do not develop post-traumatic stress, and that they do okay. There's a small percentage, and it's usually those with preceding risk factors that develop the long-term problems. So that's a misconception that you're going to have all these problems because of what you've gone through.
The Army and the FBI are continuing to investigate how a personal weapon made it onto the base and what may have motivated the shooter. So again, coming up tomorrow, we're going to get the very latest from officials here at Memorial Health with the condition of these 2 soldiers that were sent here earlier today following that shooting. We're also going to be hearing the very latest from Fort Stewart officials about the shooting and any more details that we can get about the suspect. In the meantime, tomorrow afternoon, we are also going to be sitting down with Dr. James Doon. He is the Chief of Trauma here at Memorial Health. We're going to be talking a lot more about what it means for him to be treating military personnel in this very large military community and what it means to be a trauma surgeon here in this area. Reporting in Savannah, I'm Christy Calcagno for News 19 WLTX.